Yo, it's your boy Benzino, man. Shout out to my guy OG Product, the top Crocodile. Let's go.
Man, Sauce Walker, man,
TSF business, y'all know how it is.
Texas, you know what I'm saying?
Texas to New
Yeah,
York.
you show mad love to New York.
Shout out to Product TV, man. Y'all know what it is. Ooh, TSF business.
I this Bobby mother Schmurder, shout out to Product DVD, man. They out here with the thugs late night. Now I'm fit for cracks and with it, pull up and get cracked with it. You feel me? Niggas know what's up.
It's your boy OG Product 100. We out here with Pistol Pete, KAR.
You know, Killer Rat in the building, dog in the yard. We out here, you already know, we in the trenches. Product DVD, you already know, it's your boy Pistol, man. Get at me, man. We in the trenches, KAR for life, dog in the yard.
That's a fact. Boom. All right, y'all be safe.
It's a lame bro. Don't got no car, no house. He putting his in his sister car. Lame. No, not to hit me. He didn't do shit to me, but get the out. That's all he did. I'm safe. I'm very much safe. And the same way I just moved back in my house, I'm finna be the same way I just moved out because disrespected me and my kids and our privacy. Like, it's no coming back from that. I don't give a I don't deal with no calling me on my name. Like, all that extra, that lie, y'all. I hate people that be on social media people. Like, I hate the fact that every fucking day I gotta worry about a nigga in my fucking ear talk about, you talk to this person, you talk to that person, and the whole time I literally wasn't talking to that person, but since you want to bring them up, I don't have to do anything but call them. Because that's my dog for life. What is you saying? Literally don't got to do anything but, hey, am I lying? So I'm finna go get this shit covered up tonight, after my show, tonight. And if you not the nigga who name tatted on my arm, it ain't shit with you. I don't want to talk to no other none of that shit. I hate to be thinking I like them for real anyways. Cause I don't like nobody like I like my stinkerling. That's my stinkerling.
Glossup is shaking, and for those who don't know who Glossup is the rapper that rap with Glorilla, K Carbon and them, and she's also signed to QC, but a lot of y'all know her Messy T side because she was messing with Huncho and going back and forth for Keisha Cole. Well, she got her own boyfriend. She's been with him even like right after that Keisha Cole stuff was going on. Her boyfriend's name is SRG Fat, right? Well, allegedly, some girl came out and she had some actual allegations against her boyfriend, saying that Glossup was trying to silence her, There's a lot to the story. Let's talk about it.
Boom, 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 boom. You know where it is, man. It's your boy OG Product. Bring another edition. The Garrison News. No the schlingo trap now. Could later. If a good mountain to get smooth as we should. Oh, man. Goddamn. Things makes go. Talk nice, mama. Anyway, man. We out here fooling for it. Oh, mine. Pretty size mine. Blip. Bow. Boom, 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 boom. People trust up. No homo, no freaky up, no homo, no sneaky. So people, what you just seen in the introduction, right, was the footage of, Glorilla affiliate man who goes by the name of Glossup, evicting her lover man out her establishment after, the homie and her got into an argument because he was accusing, Glossup man for not being a faithful John and claiming that, Keisha Cole, Loverman, who goes by the name of Honcho, was still dying, Glossup man, and clapping her cheeks. So they got into a situation, and as you can see, man, homeboy, was tossed out, Glossup establishment. So right after, homeboy got evicted and tossed out in the middle of the street, man, without even having a moving truck, as you can see, homeboy is putting his belongings in, the back of his whoopty. So he met this girl, man, right after he was tossed out his lover y'all establishment. So I guess the girl that he met, he went back to her establishment, and like I said, no chattings, no chit chat. Homeboy went right to work, and started daggering, homegirl, man, dying her and clapping her cheeks. And coming to find out, allegedly, that the same female, scammed Glossup boyfriend and robbed him, for one of her handbags. Remember when she was saying that, he was trying to take her handbag in the beginning. So homegirl ended up taking one of her designer bag, and also took, you know, a lot of other items from her lover mon. So I guess, you know, that's what homegirl was saying in the introduction, that, you know, Glossup allegedly vowed that if she don't get back her items, homegirl gonna end up in a wood. No freaky, homegirl gonna end up in the Swisher Sweet, mixed with some hot grabber, mixed with some other effing sherm. So, you know, homegirl was claiming that allegedly that Glossup told homegirl that, you know, she's gonna unalive her, she's gonna put her in a casket. And to make matters worse, after the one night stand, man, after, you know, the hot and spicy love romance, how Lady Gaga said it, caught up in a love romance. Whoa, 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 God. Caught up in a love romance. So after the one night stand, you know, the cheeks clapping, man, the same homegirl is accusing, you know, Glossup Lovermon allegedly for dying her without her permission, for dying her without her consent, clapping cheeks without her permission. So like I said, no long chattings, no mother effing long discussion. We gonna leave the footage, you know, with homegirl, you know, talking to Tingsdom and giving y'all the boom facts as they accusing homegirl for being a kiapa girl and saying that homegirl is a kiapa. So don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. Go in the top pin, comment below, subscribe to my new channel. This is boy OG Product, man. Y'all know the Schlingo, fool. Y'all know the Schweppes. Never far at all mine. Boom, 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 boom.
All of this started when Gloss and SRG Fat went viral for Gloss putting him out. Y'all remember that? Let me refresh y'all memory.
He don't got a car. He don't got, y'all, he just left my house with a bag in a box. That's it. And he thought he got my motherfucking Coach bag. I'm like, bitch, give me my motherfucking bag. What is wrong with you? Santi.
You're both crazy.
Literally.
After they go viral on social media, Fat being in a state of vulnerability, which is what he said, but he goes through his DM and he starts responding to this girl's DM. So when him and her first initially start talking, they were just discussing her having a Wells Fargo and a Navy Federal account, which ask me how I know which bank you have. You have a Navy Federal and a Wells Fargo bank account, and you agreed to rent him a car on Turo. These are facts. This can be backed up with proof. Okay, so he agrees to let you rent a car for him. He gets dropped off at your apartment with which you willingly gave your address to. He gets dropped off at your apartment. Once inside your apartment, he sees your kids. You have 3 of your kids there. You put your kids in the room, and you and him go into your bedroom, and you proceed to sit on his lap, and you guys start flirting a little bit. In the midst of you guys flirting, he gave you a portion of cash, because he did give you some cash for the rental car, but you informed him that you already had money on your card, so he should just use your card to book the rental car, right? Moving along, so he attempts to try to rent the rental car through the Turo app. SRG Fat does, and when he tries to book the rental car, a red flag pops up and says that you do not have the correct credentials to rent through Turo. So in his head, he says that he felt like that was a red flag at first. That was the first red flag to him, but he didn't think too much into it. He said he would just, sometimes the app gives you malfunctions. You got to just give it some time and try to book again. So in the midst of him waiting to book the rental car again, you guys, this is SRG Fat's perspective, you guys. I'm sending it from his side. He says you guys were, still flirting, whatever, and then you guys start to have consensual sex. You guys are having consensual sex. At some point, he did see the phone in your hand, and but in his head, he felt like you were trying to record the sex, just as if just recording it to have either proofs to show gloss or just whatever reason that you were recording the sex. And at the time, he was mad at his girl, Gloss, so he didn't care whether you did have the proofs, because in his head, he wanted it to get back to her anyway. So he does admit seeing you have a phone in your hand, but he didn't think too much into it. So after the sex, you guys get dressed, and he tries to book the rental car again through the Turo app. This is the second time he tries to book the rental car. So when he tries to book again, you cannot rent again. It's still saying error. And I also forgot to mention earlier that he did that same Coach bag that Gloss was saying that she took from him in the first video. He came to the girl's house with that exact Coach bag. So that is the bag that he brought to her house. I forgot to mention that because I was supposed to say that bag was going to be important later. So he came, that's the bag that he had his belongings in when he came to her house. So after he tried to book the car again, she informed him that instead of using the card that she had, that they should go load up her other card, because she has 2 debit cards, mind you. She has a Wells Fargo and a Navy Federal. So I think it was the Wells Fargo card that was messing up, so they're gonna go load the Navy Federal. They're gonna go to the Walmart and load up the Navy Federal card. So she agrees to drive him to the Walmart to load up the Navy Federal card. So she drives him to the Walmart. He gets out, leaves his bag with all his personal belongings in it, his social security card, his phone, and his money. He leaves that in her car because he's just under the impression that he's just going to run inside the Walmart to load the debit card at the ATM. He gets to the ATM. One, the debit card does not work. He puts the card in the ATM. It's not authorized. Either she gave him the wrong PIN number or the debit card just never worked to begin with, which is what I told him. So he came back outside of the Walmart, and she's gone. She had pulled off and she had left. No word or anything. Now, in the midst of them on the way to the Walmart, he said he had already felt like she was playing games and knew that she couldn't rent the car. So he had already called his sister and told his sister to come get him. And I also forgot to mention earlier that he did that same Coach bag that Gloss was saying that she took from him in the first video. He came to the girl's house with that exact Coach bag. So that is the bag that he brought to her house. I forgot to mention that because I was supposed to say that bag was going to be important later. So he came, that's the bag that he had his belongings in when he came to her house. So after he tried to book the car again, she informed him that instead of using the card that she had, that they should go load up her other card, because she has 2 debit cards, mind you. She has a Wells Fargo and a Navy Federal. So I think it was the Wells Fargo card that was messing up, so they're gonna go load the Navy Federal. They're gonna go to the Walmart and load up the Navy Federal card. So she agrees to drive him to the Walmart to load up the Navy Federal card. So she drives him to the Walmart. He gets out, leaves his bag with all his personal belongings in it, his social security card, his phone, and his money. He leaves that in her car because he's just under the impression that he's just going to run inside the Walmart to load the debit card at the ATM. He gets to the ATM. One, the debit card does not work. He puts the card in the ATM. It's not authorized. Either she gave him the wrong PIN number or the debit card just never worked to begin with, which is what I told him. So he came back outside of the Walmart, and she's gone. She had pulled off and she had left. No word or anything. Now, in the midst of them on the way to the Walmart, he said he had already felt like she was playing games and knew that she couldn't rent the car. So he had already called his sister and told his sister to come get him. After he contacted the police, SRG Fat had his sister, who was at the apartments, come and pick him up from the Walmart and take him to his mother's house. And in the midst of that, he called his mother and had his mother go to the accuser, the alleged victim's house. So when his mother got to the girl's apartment, she called the police again and had the police come to the apartment, and they both, the mother and the police, went to the girl's front door because the mother wanted to, one, get SRG Fat's belongings back, because of course he was still trying to get his money and his social security card, his phone, and his Coach bag, which is the stuff that she took. And they wanted to get information about her alleged R word because she had called grape. So they went to her front door, knocked on her front door. No answer. No answer. Mind you, she's moving around inside of the apartment because the police and his mother both said that they could hear her. So the police and his mother contacted SRG Fat and let him know it was nothing they could do because she would not answer the door. They could not force entry into the apartment. They could not force her to come to the door. She would not answer the door. Now, I did forget to mention that when all of this first happened and she first said great and said it to his sister, SRG Fat did reach out to this girl directly to ask her why she was saying this. The first thing he asked her is, the first thing he said was, "No, I didn't," which I'll post in these receipts right here on the screen so you guys can see the entire message thread. But as you can see, the first message says, "No, I didn't." The second message says, "Why you say that?" And then the third exchange is from her reaching out directly to him, which I will let you guys take a minute to read that. But it says, "Move from my door, for real. The police live right in the next building. And you on camera. Your money was in your bag. What the fuck is you knocking on my door for? Your bag was outside. If it's gone, IDK, what to tell you? I threw the bag out. I don't got it." He responded, "That's not me. I told my mom to go get my stuff." She said, "What you mean? I literally told you I threw it out the window. The man who worked there seen it when I did it. I don't got your stuff, and that wasn't nobody mama." No mention of grape whatsoever, mind you.
Man, real, I don't even know what to say or start, you know?
I know, bro, but you know, you just in a weird position
Yeah,
right now. That's all. You just,
yeah, that's why I really just want to apologize for letting myself get in that situation. You feel me? Like, you know, I can't free heart